Friends, today we are going to write a program for 8-bit multiplication. Here, in 805 microprocessor, we do not have any instruction for multiplication. That means we can't implement multiplication directly there. So, how we will achieve that? Simply, if you are said to perform 3 into 8, it means right now I'm discussing in decimal values. Okay, these are the decimal values, so you will get a value 24 in decimal. So we can also get this value by adding 08 08 08. That means you can see we are adding 08 in 0 3 times. That means we will have to perform addition and we will put that addition in loop and loop will run 3 times. So the result of this also will be 24 in decimal. Alright. So but when we multiply two 8-bit numbers, then result may be of 8-bit and it may also be of 16-bit. That means we will have to take care for the carry generated while repeated addition. So let's see an example. If you want to perform 3h, this is hexadecimal number, multiplied by f2h, you want to perform this multiplication. So simply, just as I have told you here, we will perform 00 plus f2h. Alright, and then we will perform again f2h. This is twice, second time. We will get 2 plus 2 4, and f is 15 in decimal. Okay, and 15 plus 15 will be 30, and 30 can be written as 1e in hexadecimal. That's why 1 will be here and e will be here. Remember, this one will be reflected in our carry flag. That means carry will be 1 and we will get only e4 in our accumulator. So now what we are going to do here, we will take a separate register here, say for example register B, and we will put a value 00 there, and we will be checking carry. If we are getting a carry, then we will increase this number, otherwise we will not increase this number. That means we are going to do that if carry is generated, so here in this case carry is generated, that's why we will increase this number and it will be 01. Again we have to add f2h in this number, and this time 4 plus 2 will be 6, and f is 15 and e is 14. Summation will be 29, and 29 in hexadecimal is written as 1dh. So again we will get value d6h, and 1 will be reflected in carry flag. And as we are checking for carry, so we will again check that carry is present or not. If carry is present here, then again we will increase this value. So now in register B we will get 02h. So the overall result will be 02d6h, and we will store these numbers in different memory locations. Alright. So now let's write the program. But before writing the program, I am assuming that at address 2050h I will be giving one of the number, and at 2051h I will be giving second number, and at 2052h I will be storing the result of 16-bit result may be there, so I will be storing a lower byte of result here, and at location 2053h I will be storing upper byte of 16-bit result. So after that I am going to instruction for I have already said earlier that whenever we are going to perform any arithmetic operation, first of all we will require to have these numbers present at memory into the microprocessor. So that's why we will be writing LDA 2050h. By writing this, our first number that is present at 2050h, that will come into accumulator, and we are going to store that number at some memory at some register, that is assume register B here. Okay, well, in our example we have used register B to store the carry, that's why I am going to change this as C. we are taking a register C here. So we have kept the value, first value in register C, and after that again we will be using LDA 2051H. By writing this, we will get our second number into the microprocessor. Alright. So now we want to add 0 plus number 3 times. So for that I am going to take this value in register D. So now we have first number in C and second number is in D, and now what I want to perform, I want to perform 0 plus the content of register D C times. Alright, so that means first of all we will have to put a 0 in the accumulator. So MVI A comma 00H will do the same thing. It will put 00 in accumulator, and then after writing add D, it means we are going to add content of A and content of B, and now we will be checking that whether carry is generated or not. So if carry, here if carry is generated, then we are going to increase the register B, okay, content of register B. So think if carry is there, then we have to increase the content of B, but if carry is not there, then we don't have to increase the content of B. Simply we have to run the loop, and we have to check and we have to add the next number. So that's why I have already said in my videos that in between two cases we will be choosing the instruction. For that we have lesser number of instructions to write. So in our we will be using JNC, and after JNC I am writing FWD. That means this is a label of some address, and if carry is not generated, that means we simply will jump to some location, and there we will go back to add again the next number. Alright, here remember we have to add content of D in 0 C times. That's why here the content of C will work as counter, that how many number of times loop will run. So simply we will be decreasing the content of C, DCRC, and we will be checking that whether it has become 0 or not. If it has not become 0, then we will repeat the process of addition. That means we will again add the content of D in the result of accumulator. So again at this location we are adding the same thing. So that's why we will go back at this location, we will be writing repeat here. So let's see, we have added first time, we have not got carry, we are here, then we are going back. Sorry, this repeat will be here. So we are going back, and on going back we are again adding. If we are again not getting carry, then we will be here, and this loop will run C times. Okay, so if carry is generated, then what will happen? Simply this instruction will get a false condition. That's why it will not be executed, and instruction just written after that will be run, and here we are going to simply increase the content of B. But remember we have not taken register B anywhere, that's why we will have to initialize register B as 0, MVI B comma 00H. So whenever we will be getting a carry, B will be increased, okay, and then we will go to loop again, and after a number of times when this addition will occur C times, then at last the content of C will be 0, and we will come out of the loop. In that condition, accumulator will be holding the lower byte and register B will be holding the upper byte. So simply we have to store the result now. So we have to store result lower byte at 2052 location. That's why we will be writing first of all we will have to here it will be only STA2052H, because lower byte is present in accumulator itself. So simply we have put the value of accumulator at location 2052H, and after that we will have to put the value of B in accumulator, and then we will put that value at location 2053H, and after that HLT. So this is the program for multiplication.